Does anybody make a good can opener? I think it's this paper stuff that's messing it up too. Okay. Alright. What's up guys? I hope that you're having an awesome day today. Today we're going to be making tapioca pudding, and there's a few different reasons why we're making it. One is that it's delicious. Two is that we can make it cheaper and more awesome than when you buy it at the store. And three is that Joey B keeps asking me to make it. He loves tapioca pudding, but he doesn't buy it very often because the store that he gets it from, their vegan version, it's like $5 for this tiny little cup. So today we're gonna be getting a lot more bang for our buck with this tapioca pudding, and I think that it's gonna be more delicious. So there's a few extra little steps. This is gonna be like a little bit longer of a recipe than some of the other things that I make because we do have to soak the tapioca overnight, the pearls. But other than that, it's a very simple recipe and you just have to be patient because it is amazing and delicious. So let's talk about the steps and the ingredients here. So you're gonna need 1 can of full fat coconut milk. And I've recently found some cans that don't have guar gum in them, which is really amazing. So coconut milk, and then we're gonna be using just 1 cup of water to soak our tapioca pearls in. And the amount of pearls that we're using is 3/4 of a cup. And this was basically exactly half of a bag. This is the brand that I'm using. And it's the large tapioca pearls. There's small ones too. You can experiment with the small ones, but I honestly like the big ones better. They look really pretty. They're like just really big, pretty pearls. So then we also have some sea salt. We just have 1/8 teaspoon of sea salt. We've got vanilla extract, 1 teaspoon of that. And then this is something that I added, which is not in all tapioca recipes, but I just added a teaspoon of lemon juice. It kind of makes the flavor pop a little bit more, and then you don't have to add as much salt to it. And then for sweetener, we're not gonna use sugar. That's typically what's used in tapioca pudding. We're gonna use 1/4 cup of maple syrup. So let's just chat real quick about how we get our balls nice and fluffy. So the tapioca and the water, you basically just wanna put them together, soak it for about 12 hours. And then after that, it's ready to go and you can start cooking with it. So the way that we're gonna be cooking it is we're basically just gonna take the canned coconut milk, open it up, put it right into a pot, and you're gonna let that just kind of warm up. You don't want it to boil, you just want it to get warm. And then you're going to add your pearls that are already pre-soaked. After you add the pearls, give it a few stirs, let it get warm, and then you're gonna turn it down really low. And you're gonna let it sit for 1 hour. And then after it's been sitting for 1 hour, we're gonna add the rest of our ingredients. And then basically you just need to let it cool and then you can eat it. I just got my tapioca pudding off of the stove and it's looking like the perfect texture. The pearls are nice and soft and it's not very liquidy. So I can tell that when it goes into the fridge, it will firm up and it'll be perfect. So I took my blueberries, I heated them up, and then I'm just gonna put them on top after I put my pudding in these jars. So I'm gonna put them in here because they look really cute and you can see all the little pearls. And then we're gonna put it into the refrigerator to cool off. And something else that I kind of want to talk to you guys about real quick. I'm considering taking a break from Instagram that will be temporary but could be permanent. So I just watched a talk the other day and it was really inspiring by somebody who doesn't use any form of social media. So I think a lot of people feel like they need to have social media stuff for their business. And I'm thinking that, you know, maybe that's just not true. And there were a lot of good reasons in this talk for why that was not true. So I might do a video about that, but I'm thinking of doing a 30-day period where I just kind of like deactivate my account or like delete the app or whatever so that I'm not using it. And I feel like it's gonna help me to be more focused in life, be less distracted, and to also make sure that everything that I'm doing is just for me. Because I feel like a lot of times people get caught up in wanting to share every little thing that they're doing for Instagram stories or on photos. And I feel like the lines are blurred of like, are you doing this for you, or are you doing because you want other people to see you doing it? And if so, I think you need to reevaluate your reasoning for why you're on Instagram, even if you do have it for business. So that's something that I want to think about and try out and see how I do. Because an interesting fact was that since the rise in social media, there's also been a rise in like low-level consistent anxiety, because people are watching their friends who have like edited all these photos and make everything look perfect. So there's a lot of really good reasons, which I'll talk about more in a video. And yeah, so I'm curious what you guys think about that, and if you would be open to also doing that as well. So we'll see how it goes. And it's gonna start in March 1st, basically, because I'm gonna be flying back to the East Coast to see some friends and family. And I'm gonna be really busy, and it'll be really nice to just be in the moment with everybody. Okay, time for bloops. Taste test. Actually, before I do the taste test, let me just remind you guys that I have awesome vegan recipe books, meganelizabeth.com/books. You can check them out. I've got vegan and raw recipes. All the recipes are simple and are made from whole foods and are healthy for you and your family. So let's give this pudding a try. I know it's not cooled yet, but it's still gonna be really delicious. Whoa. It's my mouth blue. Oh my gosh. The blueberry sauce, like melted part, it tastes like the blueberries and blueberry muffins. It's really, really good, guys. Oh my gosh. You gotta make this. This is totally good. This is a great rice pudding alternative. I don't do so well with rice, so I'm gonna be having this guy instead. So if you guys like this recipe, make sure that you check out my books, make the recipe, comment down below, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in another video soon.